Huh, well, look at this. I took a day off making videos, and this happens. Black Lives Matter Toronto stalls the Pride Parade in Toronto. What the fuck? What the fuck? God. Don't these people realize that they're hurting their cause more than anything by being the gang of attention whores that they are? We are we are not taking any space away from any folks, said Alexandra Williams, co-founder of Black Lives Matter. Yeah, you are actually. Yeah, you are. You're disrupting the Pride Parade. A Pride Parade which you are not officially a part of. A Pride Parade which you are forcing yourself into just to get your publicity, because you guys know how to get publicity. Black Lives Matter. I have to give that to you. You know how to get publicity. You fucking attention whores. You know, I propose a change to your group. I propose you call yourselves Attention Whore Lives Matter, because that seems to be more, that would more accurately reflect the activities of your group. Because you don't really do anything for Black lives, per se, but you do get a lot of attention. And you're actually really good at that. And I have to admire your attention-seeking abilities. Because they are far superior than mine. Far superior. Far superior. So, congratulations, Black Lives Matter. You know how to get attention. So, let me ask you this. Why don't you actually, use this ability that you have to do actual good? You know? I know. That's probably something that I just said, and you were like, "Oh, well, we are doing good." Well, no, you're not actually. You're really every time you do something like this, you damage your credibility. Fuck, your credibility is probably beyond repair at this point. Fucking hell. Well, there's a video here, so why don't you say that we watch it? Let's see what Attention Whore Lives Matters does at the Toronto Pride Parade, because I think that would be very interesting. I think it would be very interesting to see how much of a fool that these assholes make themselves.
Breaking news in Toronto, Canada's largest Pride Parade is back on the move. A protest by the Black Lives Matter group brought the march to a halt for at least 30 minutes. The organization was given the status of...
Only 30 minutes? Only 30 minutes. That's actually kind of surprising in my book, really. That's actually really shocking. Only 30 minutes. They should have said only 30 minutes. And that's a really bad frame that I paused on. I'm sorry. I actually feel like, oh my god. She looks like a fucking blow-up doll, doesn't she? Holy fuck. Oh my god. I'm gonna get sued by the CBC now. Alright, let's continue.
Honored group for the event, which is the grand finale of the Pride Month. Now, Alexandria Williams is a co-founder of the Black Lives Matter movement in Toronto, and she joins us now. So,
she joins you now. Yes. Okay, fine. Yeah, she joins you now. She's on her iPhone. She's on a phone. iPhone, iPad, whatever. She's joining them instantly because they knew, Black Lives Matter knew, that the media was going to want to talk to them. They knew it. So they came prepared. Fucking hell.
Alexandra, thank you for making the time for us. I have to ask the question that everyone in Toronto is asking. Why did Black Lives Matter halt the Pride Parade?
Attention.
The reality is we halted the Pride Parade today because Pride Toronto as an organization has been constantly pushing Black folk in terms of their programming, other marginalized communities, in terms of the programming in a very far place away in order for us to celebrate our pride. So today we held Pride accountable for their anti-Blackness, for their anti-indigeneity, for the fact that we have been pushed to the...
What? Am I understanding this right? Okay, so, okay. All right. The pride, she's basically, is she saying that the Pride Parade hates black people? Is that what she's saying? Because that sounds like what she's saying. Citation, please. Of course, she's not going to give any citations. Just just claims are valid enough. Jesus.
Margins way too long.
Well, you had been invited to be an honored guest there. I'm wondering,
She was invited to be an honored guest, but the LGBT community in Toronto is still oppressing black people. Oh my God. The stupidity is strong with this one. Very strong. Very strong. Trisha Paytas would blush. Although I think Trisha is a troll, but whatever.
You informed Pride organizers that you were planning to disrupt the march?
We did not let Pride organizers know that we were going to interrupt the march.
Yeah, I don't think you would, because they might hire security.
However, I think it was very clear from our actions at the mural when Pride decided to unveil the mural celebrating the unification, the false unification between trans community, queer communities, especially trans communities and queer communities of color, of having a safe relationship with the police. After that happened, it was very clear that we were not too happy with Pride and the way in which they had treated us as their honor group and other black community members who have given and made so much space for Pride.
Okay, and you're addressing concerns about other marginalized gay and queer communities being left out, but this parade was seen as a coming together of various LGBT communities, especially in the wake of the Orlando tragedy, where...
Oh, she's nodding her head. Oh yeah, I already have bullshit lined up for this response. I knew they were going to ask this question, so I have bullshit up, ready. So, I'm excited to hear it.
The vast majority of those who were killed were people of color. They were from various Latino backgrounds. This was also a historic parade because it's the first time a sitting prime minister was participating. And it was seen for various progressive groups as a good day. Was your timing appropriate for the sit-in?
I think our timing is appropriate whenever we talk about the fact that there are black, trans, and queer people who are dying at outrageous rates at the hand of the police. And when we talk about...
No, your timing is always appropriate when you can exploit it for as much attention as possible. Fuck.
The fact that marginalized groups have been pushed to the back, even in terms of the planning on Friday. You had the trans march, you had the powwow, you had black queer youth stages, all happening at the same times. For folks who come from different intersections, it was very hard to celebrate Pride in a way that represents your identities. So we were able to bring light to that today. And regardless of if the Prime Minister was there, he could be here, but he can't be in Ottawa, which needs his direct attention right now. We're talking about the police chief we were outside for 15 days asking him to see us, and he showed up here today to erase a trans community and a queer community that is going through brutalizations at the hand of the police. It is always...
Do you have any evidence for your claims? Steve.exe has stopped working. Oh, fuck. the Toronto, okay, the Toronto police are killing off the gays. Is that what she's saying? Did I miss? Did something just break in my head and I just missed that? It just went over my head. Oh my god. Holy fuck. Why isn't this woman wearing a tinfoil hat? Well, it looks like she has metal shit stuck to her temples, so maybe that qualifies? Fuck me.
The appropriate time to make sure that folks know that the marginalization of black people, the marginalization of black queer youth, of black trans youth, of black trans people, of black trans people.
Okay. I just noticed something. I probably should have noticed it earlier. But, the video's kind of cut out a few times. Her video has cut out a few times. And, but the audio has kept on coming through. But she either has a tripod or someone is holding her camera for her. I think she probably has a tripod because they're holding it very still. That's interesting because she's using her hands to talk a lot. And I read something about that not long ago in I don't know, some internet sites, saying if you're really I can't remember exactly what it said, but basically if you're trying to get your point across, or if you're trying to get people to listen to you, talk with your hands is apparently a good thing to do. Something like that. I can't remember for sure. If you're familiar with what I'm talking about, please leave me a link or comment below.
As a whole,
Alexandria, I need to jump in at this moment because many are watching what unfolded today in Toronto and looking at the Black Lives Matter movement in critical terms. They're saying that you took time and space away from a group that has its own fair share of marginalization, of discrimination, of violence. Again, I'm referring to what took place in Orlando, but also what happens really right around the world. In many places where being gay is illegal, this again was a moment to address that issue. So I wonder, have you done yourself and your group a disservice by taking that space away from them?
We're not taking any space away from any folks. When we talk about...
Liar! You fucking liar!
Homophobia, when we talk about transphobia, we go through that too as black people. This is...
What? What? Okay. So she's saying that all black people go through homophobia and transphobia? So what you're saying is all black people are gay and, at the same time, trans. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, again, she's... I believe this woman knows exactly what she's saying. I think she knows exactly what she's saying. And she's trying to, put more a persecution on the black community for whatever reason, because nothing's ever good enough unless they are represented by the regressive left, which is fuck it. Continuing.
Our space the same way. They are in our spaces. We are doing this together. It should be a cohesive unit of how we actually fight against oppression. It should not be one against the other. Anti-blackness and homophobia are things that need to be addressed, and they can be addressed at the same time, in the same spaces. It does not need to be one or the other. It could be two at the same time.
Okay.
We did not...
Well, why can't it be one or the other? Like, there's no reason why it can't be, a pride parade can't be exclusively one or the other. You're just pulling stuff out of your ass.
Yes.
Okay, so in order for the parade to move forward, the Toronto Pride director had to sign an agreement on the terms presented by the Black Lives Matter movement. I wonder what were those terms and how exactly this agreement came about.
So the okay, so the Toronto Pride director, Pride Parade director, had to agree to the terms of Black Lives Matter, whatever the terms might be. They had to agree to the terms before Black Lives Matter would allow the parade to continue. That's called bullying. That's called thuggery. That's called manipulation. Holy shit. I'm speechless. I am speechless that these people essentially held the Pride Parade as hostage until they agreed to their terms. You know, they also do the same kind of things when two countries are at war. Basically the same thing. Fuck. I don't even know what to say to this. I don't.
We were talking to other groups like Black Queer Youth and Blockorama, who came to us and was talking to us about the way that Pride Toronto has treated them, with their meetings and consultations with community. We came with them demands together. One of their demands was to increase the funding to Blockorama, which is one of the biggest stages at Pride, to make sure that BQY has a permanent stage and also has funding, to make sure that there's Black ASL interpreters available for these stages, to make sure that there's a reinstitution of South Asian stages, of Bollywood stages, so that they will be able to represent and be a part of Pride, and also to make sure that there will be no police floats in the next Pride next year.
No police floats. No police floats. Awesome, yes. Because all police want to kill all black people for no reason. That's exactly what they want.
It sounds to some that you're bullying your way into getting the terms that you wanted. Yes, I understand you're working for other marginalized groups, but you didn't have a South Asian organization doing this. You didn't have a Puerto Rican organization doing this. You had your organization doing it and making sole demands. So where was the inclusivity in the series of demands you presented to Pride Toronto?
The inclusivity of the terms that we created is the fact that we are a part of this community. This segregation between us and folks who identify as LGBTQ or folks that identify as a marginalized different things, we understand the intersections that it takes to fight against all oppressions. We didn't bully our way into Pride. We made space.
No, you bullied your way into Pride, you dumb bitch. I'm sorry that you're so fucking stupid that you can't understand that. Ugh.
For ourselves in Pride. We made space for ourselves in a place where we have been erased, where people have forgotten the names of the people of us, and we made sure to recognize that all people who go through varying forms of oppression were represented today.
Okay, I want to end by addressing a tweet that was sent out by the Black Lives Matter Toronto Twitter account. It is an image of women. I'm not sure if you're in this image, speaking to a group of protesters, and you're saying, "We shut it down, we won, hashtag Black Pride." What exactly do you mean by that?
What we mean by Black Pride is the fact that Black folks are representing and being a part of Pride. When we mean that we shut it down, it means that we were listening to communities and we were able to take it here to Pride today and get them to ask it to us so that we were able to meet the demands for our community to make sure that there's space for Pride to come.
Okay, we'll see if your demands have been successful. Thank you, Alexandria.
Thank you. Thank you. Have a great one.
Alexandria Williams is with the Black Lives Matter movement in Toronto. She took part in the sit-in. We have reached her and other Pride organizers for reaction to the protest, but we have not heard back from them as the parade is still underway.
Wow. The parade's still underway when this happened. Huh. Well, that's pretty telling. Okay, what am I doing here? I know that we just won. Hashtag Black Pride. Awesome. Awesome. What's this? Let me zoom out a little bit here. Shut it down. Hashtag Black Pride. Let's watch this video.
Shut it down! If Andrew don't get it! Shut it down! If Andrew don't get it! Shut it down! If Andrew don't get it! Shut it down! I said if Andrew don't get it! Shut it down!
Wow. And let's watch this video. Well, that was very uneventful. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, everything was pretty much covered in the video. So, what do you think? Do you think Black Lives Matter is a bunch of attention-seeking attention whores? Or do you think they have legitimate complaints? Let me know whatever you think in the comments below. I'd really like to know. Remember to like and subscribe as well. Thanks for listening. Steve Talon out.